All right, defense. You think I left you hanging? I did not. Okay? I love my defense. Our defense. And you guys have been playing 10 times better now that everybody's using long sticks and everybody kind of knows where to go. All right, we'll go red for defense. So, we have, our one man here. We have our one man here. We have our one man here. We have our midi up top. We have our midi that's kind of floating back and forth, and our other midi up top. This is our 3-3 zebra. Okay, very good. So, we went over this before practice, but I just want to give it one more shot with you guys. So, we split the field in half this way, and the ball's up top over here. There's an offensive player with the ball. Okay, I'm gonna use the blue to show where the ball is. If the ball is up, I'll just put the X's out there. 1, 3, 2. Just like our offense. Okay. If the ball's over here, okay, this top side of the field is the strong side, right? And if we even cut it in half a different way, because there's basically 3 ways you can cut the field. 4 ways almost. Boom. Boom. All right. If the ball's over here, see this diagonal? This is the strong side. This offensive player and this offensive player are on the strong side. So that means who needs to be sloughed in? This guy's going to slough in a little bit. This guy's going to slough into the back pipe. And this guy's going to slough in a little bit too, but not too much, because these two guys, so this is like Sam and I think Mitch, and this midi changes and this midi changes, but if you're one pass away, you always want to be close enough to get ready to go play defense, right? And we set up those cones the other day in practice because we're not going to guard the guy too far out, right? Correct. Good. So, when the ball moves from here to here, okay, these guys need to slough in close to this pipe. Because now, this middle line, this is the strong side, this is the weak side. Okay, the ball goes then behind. These top middies are going to slough down, but they're always going to keep an eye on these guys because these guys can be cutters. The ball moves its way over here. These guys slough in the backside, but this guy is going to have an eye over here. This midi sloughs down, but he's always going to have an eye over here. And it's the same thing. That's the way the ball movement goes. So let me clear this. Let me start over, okay? Just so that everybody kind of gets this one more time. And I hope that these videos help you guys and that they're not too complicated, because I know you're like, Coach, I just wanted to play lacrosse. I didn't know there was all this stuff that went into it. Well, these are the things that we talk about when we talk about lacrosse IQ. It's knowing what to do and where to be at the right time. So, our defense. We're going to have boom, boom, boom. Those are really bad O's, but bear with me. Boom, boom, boom. Let's say the team's running a 1, 3, 2. All right, and I'm not going to use lines this time. All right. Maybe I will a little bit. All right. So the ball's up top. This man comes and presses. This guy is kind of doubling the crease man. And these guys right here are ready to cover these men if the ball gets moved. So, as Coach described with the yo-yo motion of defense, you need to go out to play the ball, and then you need to get back into your spot. The ball moves here. You need to go play the ball. If the ball moves again, this crease man's already going to be here. This midi's going to drop down and get a stick on his hands. This man's going to come in. This man's going to come in. But they're always going to have their eye on their guy and an eye on the ball. And as the ball moves, you're going to go in and out. So the ball moves here. He's going to go out and play him. If it moves again, he's going to come back into the middle. he's gonna go out to play the ball, he's gonna come back in, and it's gonna be in and out. So you're gonna go from this area, so maybe if I draw a second O, that'll help explain it. He comes all the way, boom, boom. He comes all the way back around, boom, boom. Okay? You're gonna go in and then out. Okay? So you're gonna go in and out. You're gonna go from this circle to this circle. So you're gonna play the ball, then you're gonna go back in. You're gonna play the ball, then you're gonna go back in. When this ball gets here, the crease man knows to be on the pipe. He's gonna go play the ball, and he's gonna get back in. Ball goes here, he's gonna play the ball, he's gonna get back in. Play the ball, get back in, okay? And that's the key to the zone. If everybody gets back to their spot, it keeps the middle with a lot of defensive players in there, makes it really hard. Now the one place that we need to be better at when we're playing defense in the zone, in zebra, okay, is the cutters. So when the ball gets here to X, these top middies need to always be 1 second on their man, 1 second on their man, 2 seconds on the ball. 1 second on their man, 2 seconds on the ball. And they need to keep an eye out for these cutters, all right? These two guys, crease man and the center midi, they need to always have a stick in the middle, and they need to always be ready to crash on the cutter, okay? So if your man is here, let's go blue for a second. Let's say the ball's at X. These two middies need to have an eye. If this guy comes cutting down, this midi is gonna stay with him. If he comes to the middle, you're gonna stay with him there too, okay? And then when he clears back out, that's when you're gonna go back to your zone. And that's why it's important to slough, okay? Because we're always trying to help in the middle with these cutters and getting checks on their hands. No more swinging stick. Gotta play with your feet, and you gotta play with your body, okay? And that is the gist of the zebra defense.